Amber is in Ohio. Hi, Amber. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So, I am trying to figure out a way that I can get out of debt. I have I'm like over 30,000 in debt. I make about 34,000, a little over 34,000 a year. I got 2 boys, and I'm single, I'm not married, and I really want to do this. It'd be a great achievement for me. None of my family has ever been out of debt. They died in debt, still have debt.
What kind of debt is the 30,000?
So I have 14,000 on a car loan.
14 on a car.
Yes. And then I have about a little over 13,000 on student loans, and then about, I want to say the rest of it are like 3,000 over this credit card.
Okay. All right. And how much is your car note?
It's $350 a month.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got a high interest rate to go with it. What do you do for a living?
Yes. I work at a call center at Progressive.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Did you finish school when you got the student loans?
I did not. I didn't know how to balance between having a son and working.
That's fair. How far along did you get?
I got about a year in, and this was me attempting, trying to go back and keep trying to go back, and it just wouldn't work for me. Yeah. I would either end up homeless or no place to go.
Do you have family in the area?
Yeah, I do. I do have family in the area. My family lives in Cleveland.
That's good. Okay. All right. You are why we exist here.
Right.
Okay? You have a tough situation, and you have a tough 3 to 5 years in front of you. But we're going to walk with you and help you do this, okay?
Okay.
All right. So there's several things going on. One is you got your hands full. You got 2 little boys as a single mom, and you're working your butt off, and you're tired, and you're trying to think about how I can still have a future in the middle of all that. You don't have a lot of margin in your time, and you don't have a lot of margin in your money. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay. So, but basically what we've got to do in order to attack this is we've got to get your income up and your outgo down.
Okay.
No kidding, right? You knew that.
Yeah.
No kidding, Dave. Well, that's why I get the big bucks, okay? So, but we got, 34,000. You're making it okay, but it's going to be very difficult to knock this debt out, and for that matter to prosper, and for that matter to do well. So we need a game plan that says the 37-year-old Amber is making 80,000.
Yep.
And what are our steps to get there? Okay? And I don't care what it is that's legal and moral and that you're proud of, but we're going to move you along that way, and that's probably going to involve some community college classes or something like that along the way. You're going to have some expense. It's definitely going to involve some extra work, some part-time work. That's why I ask about family in the area. But it's not going to be that this is a way of life. It's what I have to do to get where I need to go. Does that make sense?
Right. No, it makes a lot of sense.
Because if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Agreed?
Agree.
So let's get your income up. I want to start talking about that car and what we can do to get rid of that thing and get you a cheap car.
What kind of car is it, Amber?
So it's a 2013 Ford Fusion hybrid.
And you're still paying 14? Did you just buy that?
Yeah, so about a couple years ago. So just really quickly here. So what happened was about 2 or 3 years ago, I got a letter in my mailbox from a creditor, and I found out that my mom had taken out a $5,000 loan for furniture in my name when I was still in high school. and I started working. I was making money, and they were going to start garnishing me. So I started talking to other people in my family, and my auntie was like, the only thing you can do right now is file for bankruptcy. I had never even had a credit card at that point. And I filed for bankruptcy, and I got rid of that. But then my car broke down. I used all my money for
and see, this is the cycle. This is the cycle that's going to keep happening until you break the cycle with getting the income down and the outgo, or the income up and the outgo down. And so we've got to move you out of that car into something cheap. I don't know how we're going to do it. We're going to work with you, though. And we've got to get you where you get your income up. So I'm going to stack you up with materials and with support to help you get all this done. But then you're going to have to go do it, because it's going to be hard.
Right.
It's going to be really hard, okay?
And here's the thing, Amber, with the stuff that we're going to stack you up with, before you even dive into it, here's what I want you to do. Today and tomorrow, before you get the stuff, I want you to write down, what's your vision for your life? Why? And don't answer the question like, well, I just want to get out of debt. Well, why do you want to get out of debt? Then when you get that answer, go even deeper. Well, why do you want that? Because like Dave said, these next 2 to 3 up to 10 years are going to be difficult for you. It's going to require some hard work. It's going to require you telling your friends no. It's going to require you telling your kids no.
How many years ago were you living in your car?
That was when I was 19, so 16 years ago.
16 years ago, and you've been here 5 years.
Been here 5.
So it took, a little less than a decade, and your entire life was transformed from the back of your car.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's an important fact.
Yes.
And so we're telling you the truth. This is not going to be an easy, quick fix. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign you up for a year in Financial Peace University. Madison is also going to connect you with one of the coaches that has been trained by us, and we're going to pay for it. No cost to you. No cost to you on Financial Peace University. I want you to go through that class. I want you to get in those groups. I want you to get on that budget. I want you to sit down with that coach, and the coach can help work you out of this car into a cheaper car. Get your credit cards cut up and start talking to you about an extra job. The other thing we're going to send you completely free is all of Ken Coleman's materials.
That's solid.
Yeah, his book, Proximity Principle. You become who you hang around with. And your mom, what she did there was pure evil.
Pure.
That was wrong. And I know she's your mom, but that's wrong to do that to your kid. And basically put you in bankruptcy. You weren't bankrupt. If you'd had some knowledge, you could have gotten out of it, but she might have been bankrupt.
Yeah.
But you got the people around you aren't giving you good information. And that's some of those are well intended, some of them aren't. But Ken, that's the proximity principle. We become who we hang around with. And so get a hold of that book, read that book, and get on his website and start learning about how to dress up your resume and start thinking about what you can do to create extra income. Go ahead and throw her in a business boutique book from Christy Wright, too. Yeah. She may want to start a side hustle.
Side hustle, yeah.
Side hustle with 2 little boys might be a better way than a side job.
Yes.
If somebody's there to watch the kids, some side jobs. But you got some extra income that has to be created on the short term, and then a better career track on the long term for extra income, and that begins to change your family tree. That, and with the idea that you stop with some of the debt and the credit cards and the student loans on classes that weren't finished and all that kind of stuff's killing you.
Yeah.
It's just killing you. These fits and starts and panicked purchases are taking you apart. So you're a sharp young lady, and you got a lot on your plate. We love you, and we want to help you. And you hang on. Madison will pick up, and we're going to walk with you through every bit of this.